Guys and girls, I'm going to say it here, and I want everyone to get this advice. If you are a real estate agent, you have an obligation to ring up every possible person that you've got a phone number of that owns real estate in your area, and you have a responsibility to those people to tell them the following. Mr. and Mrs. Vendor, right now, I have never seen the market like this in my whole life. It is unprecedented in the amount of buyers that are there. It is unprecedented in the amount of how few listings there are on the market for the buyers. So the absorption rate is an absolute problem if you're a buyer, but it is an absolute gift if you're a seller. And what this means, Mr. and Mrs. Vendor, is that you should come onto the market now. Put your property on the market now. I don't know what's going to happen when JobKeeper goes. I don't know what's going to happen in April. I don't know which buyers are going to be there and who's not going to be there. I don't know that. What I can tell you right now, there is an abundance of buyers, and we could sell one listing 50 times over. So you need, wherever you are, you need to pick up the damn phone and ring your clients and let them know this is an opportunity that they might actually never get again. They have got everything in their favor. And I've been working in real estate for 34 and a half years to know, hey, Shari, how many people do you know that have sold 1,000 properties in 6 years? Our gym member Shari has, and that's why he's running a webinar for us this week. That's right, 1,000 properties in 6 years. Tune into the real estate gym to see how he did it. By the way, it helps when you come out of the army. But gang, pick up the damn phone. You've got a trigger. You've got a trigger event to call them. And the trigger event, it's now becoming very clear. JobKeeper's going. There's no scale back. I mean, the words coming out of Josh Frydenberg's mouth is very, very clear, right? So guys and girls, pick up the damn phone. Now, today's live stream is going to be covering a very important topic, and that is text messaging and direct messaging in the new communication revolution that we live in. Like, we've got to accept it. They are effective and they work, and I can't help it. When I'm working with the agents that I work in the real estate gym, you know, your Josh Tesselins, I look at these people and they are using text messaging as part of their business. They're using Facebook messaging as part of their business. They're using WhatsApp as part of their business. They're using all the social media messaging services available as part of their business. Why? Because we live in a world, we are mobile people. The mobile phone now is basically in everyone's hands, which essentially means that a mobile phone now, and by the way, it's not just the mobile, it's the wearable devices that come with it. For instance, in the Apple ecosystem, you've basically got the watch, you've got the iPad, and you've got the laptop, and you've got the phone, and you've got these things here that have got messaging integral part of it. The message flies on all of them. And this says to me that you've got to be extremely smart on how you use text messaging and how you use direct messaging, WhatsApp. The other reason why I love it is, man, they've got video attached to them. That's a big thing, and I'm going to talk about it today. I'm going to talk about it, look, let me tell you, if I do a presentation to someone where I'm pitching for business, I send a thank you text message at the end of my meeting. At the end of my meeting, I send a text message within an hour. And I've got to tell you, if I get a response, it's looking good. It's a really good engagement tester, right? The second thing is, if I get an emoji from them, man, the deal is done. Try it, guys and girls. Send a text message as soon as you come out of a listing presentation. And if it says something along the lines of this is, hey, Thank you for meeting me this evening. It was an absolute pleasure to meet you and come through your property. As discussed, I'm going to go off and do a bit of work, and I'll be coming back in the next 48 hours to present and give you my findings and my recommendations. Now, if you get a positive response from that text message, man, they're saying we like you. It's happening, guys and girls, right? We like you. It's happening. And I'm going to say to you, and by the way, please, to the real estate agents who choose to only selectively hear what I'm saying, please don't go off and go to work tomorrow and said, Tom was on the Sunday Night Rant and he reckons you should do text messaging now instead of speaking to people on the phone. No, text messaging works in an ecosystem of multiple touch points. It works in combination, not in isolation. It works a lot better when it's actually followed through with things. And I've got to tell you right now, it works a lot better when you add a thank you card, when you also add a phone call, when you also add an email. This is not about replacing you, because there are real estate agents that will think, oh, I'll just send out 20,000 text messages. I had one agent said to me, Tom, I think I've got to just do text messages because I just get voicemails when I ring people. And you know what? Well, let me tell you, if you're going to ring people, you will get voicemails. That's part of life, isn't it? It's part of life. Well, let me tell you, when you get a voicemail, I've got to tell you, there are smart ways to leave messages, and there are dumb ways to leave messages. Let me actually just give you, hey Sanjay, hey Manos, let me just give you an example of what not to say in a text. These are some of the text messages that I hear in real estate. Hi, it's Tom here, just the local real estate agent. Yeah, obviously I got your voicemail. You're not around at the moment. Anyway, no problems. Just give me a ring. No hurry. Just give me a ring. Give me a ring. I'm not going to be in tomorrow, but give me a ring on Tuesday. And it'll be good to talk to you. Anyway, all the best. I'll speak soon. Yeah, okay, bye. Bang. That's the sort of messages. What the hell's that? What the hell's that? Didn't even leave a phone number, right? Gave them their life story. You know, what is this? The show, This Is Your Life? No, you don't do that. No, you don't do that. You actually say this. Here is how to leave a voicemail, guys and girls, in sales. Hi, it's Tom Panos here. It's 0419-916-507, 0419-916-507. Give me a call. I've got some news. Bang! Short, sharp, and fast. By the way, that's not my mobile number. Gang, I'm letting you know. Short, sharp, fast. That's it. And make sure when they ring you, you've got some news, right? Make sure when they ring you, you've got something to say to them. Or here's an example. Hey, Tom Panos here. Just give me a call on 0419-916-507, 0419-916-507. There is some changes that you need to know about. Bang. Guys and girls, that's how you leave voicemails. But I got to tell you, there are some real estate agents that decide that what they'll be is they'll be the mumbler on the phone. They'll be the mumbler on the phone. And this is what they say. Hi, yeah, I got the voicemail. Have you ever get one of those messages where you're sitting there and you play it 4 times and you haven't understood a single thing? Here's the deal. The template for a very good message is the following. Your name, your number, 2 times, clear, and then an ethical bribe to make them call you back. That's it. Bang. So guys and girls, let me tell you why I believe that text messaging is part of the big real estate communication revolution. Number one, my friends, we live in a world where we are mobile people with a mobile phone. It lends itself well to this current context. Number one, think about it. watches, iPads, they're all connected. Number 2, do you realize a text message is treated with priority, my friends? A text message has got far more priority than an email, my friends. That's why it's important, guys and girls. It's treated as a priority. I can have emails sitting there in my inbox for weeks, but if I get a text message at 8:45 p.m. tonight, it comes to my face and I look at it. That's why. And Mark Novak knows it's so true because he's a tech agent. He knows what I'm talking about. Number 3, the next reason, my friends, is the following. Text messages skip the gatekeeper, right? Sometimes when you're dealing with busy executives and you're chasing business, someone else is looking at their inbox, my friends. Do you understand? Everyone now's got a mobile phone on their cards. Everyone's got them. Do you understand that? Everyone's got them. The people of the highest positions in organizations now have mobile phones on their cards. You can go straight to them. The next reason why I think it's extremely useful is because it allows you to incorporate video messages. It allows you to incorporate a message in the form of video, even on text. WhatsApp is big, guys and girls. WhatsApp's big in the world of business. And I'm going to say to you that what you should be very, very mindful of, is do not text people cold. Cold texts are bad. Why? The reason why text is so good is you feel like there's familiarity. I want you to understand that texts work when the people know of you. Taney Jane's been a big user of WhatsApp stories. Watch this space with Taney Jane. Big news coming out of there soon. Guys and girls, I've got to tell you, text messages work better with familiarity. And what am I going to say to you, guys and girls? I'm going to say to you this right now. I want you to understand, write this down, put it in your head. LCS. I believe through social media, you can actually get close to someone. And here is my good friend Josh Tesselin, the guy who never ever does not meet his requirement to send his results on a Sunday. This guy here, do you know that this guy here, Josh Tesselin, who's going to be speaking at the Real Estate Gym Kickstart event, which, by the way, has sold out. Do not, please, there's no point ringing, contacting, sending messages, saying, hey, I missed that. It is booked out. There is nothing we can do. But if you're a Real Estate Gym member, wherever you are in the world, you are going to get the live stream of this event. John McGrath, Josh Tesselin, Karen Terry. Of course, those 3 people who you know about, but there's 2 others that you probably do know about them because they're incredible. David Walker, Ray White Warunga, one of the best. And of course, David Highland. So this event is going to be live streamed, free of charge to our gym members, not on Zoom. This is a proper conference with a proper video production unit there from Real Hub. But I'm letting you know, please do not contact us. On Friday, the team was pretty, just trying to be nice, getting back to people. It is sold out. So I just want to share with you that this strategy called LCS. Remember this: like, comment, share. Like, comment, share. Like, comment, share. My friends, make this your best friend. Like, comment, share. This is how you start working a cold prospect to a warm prospect. You like, you comment, and you share their content. And then what actually happens is they start to like you because they love validation. So never forget this, LCS. Because then you can bring text message into it afterwards because there is familiarity, guys and girls. And I've got to say to you, you've got to be intelligent using text messages. Here's an example of how you can use text messages. You can actually send a text message on a trigger event. For instance, how about this? How about this? How about you send a text message to a past appraisal that says, "Hey John, I'm letting you know that a property that I had appraised looks like it will be coming onto the market in the near future. The owners called me. What I'd like to suggest to you is if you were thinking of coming on soon, come on sooner rather than later. You don't want to be on the market with a similar home at the same time. That will give buyers too many choices and may impact the premium price we could get." Guys and girls, that's an example. Another example of a text message could be send a text and say, "Hey, it's Tom Panos here from XY Real Estate. The reason I'm contacting you is because we're worried that the talk of JobKeeper going in March may actually soften some of the heat out of this market. At the moment, we've got buyers. We may not have the same amount of buyers in 6 weeks." Guys and girls, a trigger event allows you to send a text message, right? Another reason why you'll send a text message, my friends, is after a meeting that you have. But I am just going to share with you, I'm going to share with you a couple of rules. And the rules are going to be, with a text message, there are five rules that you need to know. Let me just go through those. Number one, you've got to identify yourself. Don't assume the people you send a text message to have got you saved in their contacts. Don't assume that. It can just show up as a random number. That does happen to me, right? Don't assume. The second thing is be direct. There's no room in a text message for you to actually give them an essay or a PhD, right? Number three, avoid abbreviations. Avoid abbreviations. Example, LOL. Don't put it in there. It's not professional, right? It's not professional. And emojis, man, no, they're not professional. If they send them back to you, it's fine. They've taken the relationship to another familiarity threshold. But for you to be professional, to use it as a professional agent, I would say avoid abbreviations and don't use emojis. The next thing, guys and girls, I would make sure that you would send out, what the hell's going on here? Oh, it's my YouTube. Just bear with me. Something's turned on. It's my YouTube's on. Sorry about that. The next thing is, when you send someone a link, can I tell you, we're all paranoid when we see these links. We think that there's some computer spy software. We think that they're going to spam and destroy our phone. Guys and girls, can I just say to you, send the whole link, not an abbreviated link. I get scared when I see these things. I think something's going to happen. I'm going to press the button and they're going to suck all my money out of my bank accounts. Be professional. And the last thing, before you send any text message, you press the pause button. Why? You press pause. You reread it to make sure there's no spelling errors, what have you. Guys and girls, that's what you do. By the way, gang, I'm going to let you know that you're going to hear me talking a lot about an organization called SecureExchange. You would have seen a few posts of them lately. Mate, they reached out to me, last year, and I've got to tell you, I sussed them out, and I like any product that makes a real estate agent's life faster, easier, better. And I've got to tell you, SecureExchange, it's a simple and secure platform that allows a real estate agent to action on a number of key requirements for a listing or sale. And I've got to tell you, it is the fastest way in New South Wales, at least, to get a contract of sale. It's the fastest way to get anything, signed in a legal way. And I've got to tell you, it's secure, it is so simple, and it's been integrated with another great product that I actually love and represent, which is Agent Box. So it's all being integrated in there, which allows you, think about it. Think about going to a listing presentation and being able to sit in front of a vendor and saying to the vendor, by the way, Mr. and Mrs. Vendor, I'm going to let you know, I've been in a situation now where I've got the technology available for me to have a contract done in next of time, which means that I've got a buyer here that's got $2 million to spend. We're not going to be, messing around for 5 or 6 days trying to wait for a contract. Bang. Guys and girls, Lisa loves it. Lisa, let me tell you, go off to SecureExchange. In fact, I'll give you the exact URL, SecureExchange.com.au. I'm going to make sure that I've got Lee from SecureExchange, which, by the way, they're not this new operation out in business. They've been around for 12 years. InfoTrack, which is the holding company, has been working with lawyers for 12 years. But gang, getting back to it. Susan, do me a favor. Can you put down SecureExchange.com.au in the comments there to allow people to look into it? Guys and girls, the framework for you to send text messages is very simple. Just remember this, there is a 4-step framework for your messages. Hook, relate, bridge, ask. I'm going to say that again. Hook, relate, bridge, ask. Hook, relate, bridge, ask. Guys and girls, I'm not going to spend too much more time because I'm letting you know that this week I'm doing a full session in the real estate gym for our gym members where we're going to be giving them sample text messages to use for prospecting, to use for follow-ups. We're going to be giving them text messages that they can be using for all areas of real estate. Of course, if you're a gym member, you get the stuff that, you pay for. You get the real estate stuff. You don't just get the stuff that, is the short summaries there. So I'll be presenting that, and I've got to let you know, you can intelligently use prospecting with text messages if you're smart about the hook. And by the way, let me just give you a big tip. I'll be covering it more in the gym this week. What's in it for me? That's what a client is thinking about. What's in it for me? What's in it for me? Your whole communication piece must actually cover that. What's in it for me? Because a lot of the times when we send a message, we seem to be focused about ourselves than the person we're sending the message to. And I've got to tell you, the person that's receiving the message doesn't care about you. They care about themselves. Guys and girls, what a great night. Let's have a big week. And as I said to someone else, he was saying to me, oh, Tom, technology. Don't worry about technology. The only thing, if you're a real estate agent and you're being a bad boy or girl, you should be worried about a lie detector test. Imagine they brought polygraph tests into listing presentations. Right? You'd have to do this lie detector test. And then after that one, you'd have to do a drug test. I wonder how many real estate agents would be ruled out of those 2 tests in a listing presentation. That'd be interesting. Guys and girls, signing off. And I've got to tell you, never, ever forget, people don't have to like you and you don't have to care. Signing off.